Good afternoon. It's dark, cloudy, and feeling like a bit of rain in the air. And it's Sunday, the 4th of December. Sorry about the sound on yesterday's video. I didn't plug the can't get my words out. I didn't plug the microphone into the socket, so I was talking to myself for an hour and a half. Not quite as chilly as yesterday, but it was actually colder this morning than it was yesterday morning. We had a thick white frost yesterday, and just as I say that, it started to rain. Hopefully it'll clear up and I'll be able to get the camera out again, but for the moment it's going to have to go away. Right, we're back. It's just about stopped raining. There's actually been quite a lot of traffic around. There's a couple in the background there with a big Alsatian. Needless to say, it wasn't on a lead. Alsatians should be on a lead and on a muzzle in this country. No ifs, no buts, no excuse. And just as I say that, it's starting to rain again. We would normally be under shelter at this end of the field, but there's no leaves on the trees, so it's coming straight through. So this could be one of those short ones. Alright, we're under cover again. Under conifers this time. It was sheltered. Just long enough to say, very sorry, but we will have to say goodbye. But it's still drizzling, and I can't get this camera wet, I'm afraid. So as they go off into the distance, we'll say goodbye. And we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Good afternoon, it's the 4th of January 2026. It was bitterly cold. The path outside our house and the road is pure ice because it doesn't get any sun on it until late on in the afternoon, by which time the sun's going down. So it's like a skating rink. So I have to walk like an old age pensioner. Until we get to the grass, and then everything's hunky-dory. It's just coming up to 2 o'clock. We're out a bit earlier today because we're going out for a meal tonight. I've got my new contact lenses in. I can actually see the lens now on the camera. I've had trials with about 5 different sets but the compromisers were too great for the very focal ones, which are the ones that are supposed to work with reading and distance. They didn't work at all. I couldn't see to read and I couldn't see long distance, and my long distance was perfect anyway. I just didn't want to be lugging glasses around when you go out, and unless the room is very bright, I need glasses, particularly when you go to a restaurant. When you're trying to read a menu, it's a nightmare. And you have to remember to take your glasses, you have to remember to bring them back. Ugh, hate them. Now we're all sorted. Sandy wants to get across the river, and she wants to get there now. So anyway, my right eye is perfect, more than perfect for long distance. My left eye was perfect for long distance, but the right one was strongest. So I've just got a single lens in my left eye for reading. Oh, I didn't see that dog. They did, unfortunately. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Come on, folks. Come on, this way. Come on, Sandy. At least one of them's making a move. That's a bright sun. She keeps putting her head in, she's looking for that bone. It's not anywhere near her. It's actually nearer Sandy. I don't even know whether it's a real bone or a plastic one. I suppose it must be real, otherwise it'd be floating. Here she comes. It's still white and icy this side of the river on the grass. I must get the sun a little bit later. I was expecting snow. I didn't believe we'd have it, but half expecting a good white covering the way they were going on and on and on in the news. So I charged my drone up, ready to fly it over and see all the snow, but there wasn't any, so that was a waste of time. The trouble is, walking these two and carrying a drone around with you is an impossible task. So I would have come out without them for 5 to 10 minutes and just flown it around for a bit, so you can see where we actually walk from a distance up in the air. Anyway, wasn't to be. Can't see any joggers around. Can't see much at all actually, the sun's right in my eyes. You can probably hear my wellies crunching in the ice. It's not muddy, but it should stay fairly clean. where every dog, fox, rabbit comes and goes. This is their motorway. There's nobody coming behind us, there's nobody coming towards us. There's a jogger out in the main field. He's coming nowhere near us. So they can take their time and sniff to the heart's content. Really cold here. You're probably laughing if you're in a proper cold part of the world. But we're not really used to temperatures dropping to freezing. It was about 15 years ago when we last had a whole month of frost and snow. It stayed around anyway. Stayed for about 6 weeks. Any other time we just had the odd day. I remember it well, 2009. Started more or less on the 1st of December and didn't disappear till the first week of 2010. I've got to walk in the grass because it's too slippy on the ice and they're pulling. They're going to trip me up. As I've said before, it's nearly always sandy in the rear view. We rarely get in front of her unless she's sniffing. That's usually over on the far side where there's more bushes for her to bury her nose into. I don't know whether you can see the nice blue sky. Unlike yesterday, not a cloud to be seen. That's where we thought all the snow was going to come from, but it turned out to be just rain. Where does she want to go? She's trying to get in the water. Oh, we're going for a dip. She get up on her own. You come in. Come up. Well done. Well done, that girl. She didn't need a helping hand. Good girl. Just did another quick scan of the field to make sure we're all alone. Nobody's going to get themselves into any trouble. She looks like she's seen something, but she's only seen birds, and they're going to fly away as soon as we get anywhere near close. I'm only interested in joggers and dog walkers. The wildlife can take care of itself. This couldn't be more leisurely if we tried. And we never get the sun down this end of the field, not in the winter anyway, which is why it's freezing cold and it's thick with ice. That's a bonus. I was going to say there's no mud, but there's a lot of mud, but it's rock hard and doesn't stick to the dogs, and doesn't stick to my willies. There's somebody coming through the car park with the dog, so I have to keep moving. Avoid confrontations at all costs. He hasn't come through the fence. I think he might have been a bit too large. His dog's come through, it's just he hasn't. Right, just pop through the hedge. Not many people around. No. Don't know what your nose is doing, but it's not doing any good. Definitely crunchy. This place must get even less sun. Alright, we're back on the frosty side of the field. Frosty, icy and slippy. I need to know where I'm walking and I'm going backwards, which isn't a good idea. I didn't know what to make of the ice either. She started to walk and her feet weren't moving when we came out of the house. Like watching Bambi on ice. Come on folks, come on. We can see a jogger. Good luck to him jogging on this. Come on, Sky, come on. Come on. We did a Carla and took the shortcut. We don't have a lot of time to faff around because we're going out. And we need to get home, take Milo out too before we go. So for the time being, we'll say goodbye and we'll see you hopefully tomorrow. I hope the weather is as good as this. And we're out with Milo. Just turned to get in front of the camera for a change. He goes to get groomed tomorrow. At the moment he looks more like a sheep, and tomorrow we'll be back to looking like Milo. Just doing some gardening. Likes to do a bit of weeding. I put some salt down on this path so we're safe. I've seen council tractors going around the far side of the path, and they ain't out to cut the grass, so I presume they're throwing salt down where it's icy. Let's face it, a lot of the people that walk up and down are elderly and they're quite brittle. Somehow think it should have been out yesterday though, before this sleety stuff came down and the frost. They were warning us for long enough. There's definitely been some some salt thrown down here. Just slush to keep the teachers safe from for the school. Having another dig. Come on, Milo. I'm trying to keep to the grass because this part of the path is still like a skating rink. Apologies for the direct sunlight. That's pretty bright. Nicely cold water flowing nicely. Well, I thought the tractor was out throwing salt around, but obviously not, because they came this way and there's no sign of any salt at all. So the other salt must have been put out by the school caretaker. We can't have our precious darlings falling over in the ice. Come on out. I'm about to meet another dog. I think this will be one he knows. How are you? It is. So, come on out. Everybody's walking around like they're walking on a tightrope with their arms out for balance, hoping they don't keel over. Right, well, we're nearly home again, so we'll say goodbye. Well, we will when he starts moving. He's not in any rush. Hope he's not found anything unpleasant. So we'll see you again tomorrow.